Every villain is Lemons, otherwise known as evil.
Hey there guys, this is Tyler, and welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to be ranking a huge one. This isn't FNaF games or FNaF VHS or Bendy chapters. No. This will be a ranking video on Friday Night Funkin. But, what is the huge part? Well, we're going to rank both the weeks and the songs. Yes, that's right. The title was not lying to you. I'm really gonna rank both of these. I was originally gonna do one or the other, but how about we just do both? That would be interesting. So we're gonna rank the weeks first, and then after that, I'll rank the songs. Anyway, some reminders. This is purely my personal opinion, and it's absolutely okay to think differently. As well, the most recent week to release at the time of this script being written is week 7, so this will be based on weeks 1 to 7 only. Also, the tutorial will not be in it. And this should go without saying, no mods either. Alrighty, before we begin, if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload more videos like this. Totally optional, but it would be appreciated if you did. Now without further ado, let's get straight in. Coming at last place is week 1, Daddy Dearest. Yeah, I know. The week that started it all is at last place on the ranking scale, and to be honest, the fact it's the first is kind of why it's on there. Before I explain, let me preference this by saying that this week is not bad at all. It's just fine. Mediocre, some would say. Like, it's not trash. It isn't like the piece of shit you find at a public restaurant. Now the explanation. It just doesn't compete with the other weeks in this game. The songs in it are kind of slow and will probably end up ranking low on the songs list when we get there. As well, the stage background's kind of dull. However, though, that's somewhat where the flaws end. The characters are well drawn, especially Daddy Dearest. This week is good enough for beginners to learn the game, with slightly more of a challenge than the actual tutorial. What else? Oh! This is the only week in the game where boyfriend makes that V hand pose. This is editor Tyler here. It's actually a peace sign. Just as a fair warning. That's cool. For real though, I don't get why other weeks don't have that. It's literally iconic at this point. Anything else? Daddy Dearest has chest hair. There really isn't anything else to talk about with this one. It's just there. It's just the first week besides the tutorial. Maybe give the songs a bit more pace as the week goes on and add more pizzazz to the stage background and you got a good week. Or just edit the textures and play it on hard mode. That works just as well. Coming at number 6 is week 5, Red Snow. Probably the unpopular opinion of the video. So, disappointment. That's the best word to describe this week in my humble opinion. Disappointment. So when I streamed this game for the first time, it was back when only weeks 1 to 4 were available. I remember having a blast with week 4. No! And then I beat it.
Don't screw this up last minute.
I wondered what would be next. Surely, the next week would be harder, more unique, more innovative, more... Oh, has a Christmas theme to it. And Mommy Dearest and Daddy Dearest return. On top of that, Monster also returns. Disappointment. Okay, so besides those pros I mentioned, what else really is there? It's just a complete step down from the previous weeks. The songs in here for the most part are still only and nothing more. The fact it's using old antagonists instead of new ones was a strange choice. And then there's the even stranger choice of releasing this Christmas themed week in late January. Like holy gee ho ho hoing wilgers. But to be fair though, what gets this a spot above week 1 is unlike week 1, the background art is great. It's well drawn and even features some characters in there. And while most of the songs here are pretty dull, I do like Winter Horrorland though. I feel like this whole week should have just been Monster and he had these creepy-ish Christmas jingles. I know Monster appeared already in week 2, and my criticism of using old antagonists would become invalid, but it still would have definitely been better than this. Overall though, while not bad, it just needs some improvement. Coming in at number 5 is week 3, Pico. Now we finally get to the weeks where I don't want to die of boredom while playing. So this week introduces Pico into the game, who if you didn't know is practically the Newgrounds figure ever since his debut in 1999's Pico School by Tom Fulp. And also, holy fuck, the inspiration behind how Pico came to be is kind of depressing and shocking, like Jesus Christ, he even has a gun. However though, this is Newgrounds, it's a given at this point. Hell, the bugger even has his own f***ing holiday. Like, are you pulling my leg right now? Week 3 is pretty good in all honesty. The songs are pretty good, except for maybe Feeling Nice. That one's just kinda eh. But the other 2 songs give a certain vibe to this scene that makes it all stand out. The background art is pretty nice as well as the addition of the passing train. That's unique. Just there's one huge thing holding this week back besides Feeling Nice. Pico's design in this game is dog shit. Yeah, I know. Yes, I can see why someone would say that. And objectively, yes, it is the best design of his that ever existed probably. However, this ranking is based off of my personal feelings, and my personal feelings say this one isn't great in the slightest. I feel like it's the hair. I think the hair's the problem. I don't know. I think Pico would have looked better if his hair stayed like the original to where it was, you know, more like the original. I guess the good shade on his design helps make this design not terrible and only just a little bad, but it's still a little bad to me. However though, it was kind of neat of Ninja Muffin to add in Newgrounds characters and other kinds of guests like him and Tankman and Skin Pump into the game, so I can give credit there. Anywho, pretty good week. Has 2 major flaws, personal minor flaws don't really need to be acknowledged as they're minor, and yeah, on to the next one. Coming at number 4 is week 4 with Mommy Must Murder. Now this was the most recent week in the game when I started playing it for the first time, so this one is kind of special to me. So this week introduces Mommy Dearest, who's another well-designed character. Now this one is purely one of the hardest of the entire game. I remember the blood, sweat, and tears I pushed out from my abolic body when playing this, and I gotta say, it's a really good week. All 3 songs here are legitimately great and are fun to play with. Also with one of them being my overall favorite in the game, but we'll get there later. The background art is once again incredible with the nice touches of the henchman dancing. Just in general, the fast pace that is provided here is an experience all on its own. I have nothing else really to say about this one. It's legitimately a solid one. This week and the rest of the weeks in this video I have yet to cover in this ranking I love a lot, and shows the passion behind this game. Well, why not carry on to the next week I love? Coming at number 3 is week 7, Tankman. This week is just awesome, period. You have the crazy bad shit insanity going on in the background, the Newgrounds mascot, Tankman making a guest appearance, the great songs, the little touches there and there, you know, the typical. But what's the best part of this week? It's not anything I just mentioned, so what? Well, if you played the week, it would be the return of Pico. Nah, just kidding. It's obviously the dialogue before each song with Tankman. His lines are hilarious, especially this one.
Pretty tight bars for a little dude who's simping over an ugly, boring little teenager that wears her mom's clothes.
Well, Pico coming back was neat. The cutscenes are by far the best part about this week in my opinion. Tankman is a great character. Just like Pico, he isn't a Friday Night Funkin' exclusive, and part of me says that's awesome. Also, once you beat this week, you get a promotion for the Kickstarter of the full ass game, which is interesting. Anywho, really memorable week, and the wait was worth it. At the time of writing this script, it's a Newgrounds exclusive, so, yeah, still fun though. Coming at number 2 is week 6, Hating Simulator. So this week is interesting, to say the least. This week introduces Rick Astley into the game.
His name is Senpai.
Huh? Who are you?
That's not important right now. His name is Senpai, not Rick Astley.
But he looks like him.
Sure, but that doesn't mean he's the same guy.
But the Rickrolls in the game.
Wait, huh? What? Where did you even find that?
The internet. Wait, I need to go to the doctor to get my hearing checked. Hold on.
Well, that explains it. Also, he left the camera going. I guess I'll take over for now. Week 6. One of my favorite weeks in Friday Night Funkin'. Some things I really liked in this week was definitely Senpai himself. I also really liked the pixelation in the background and all the fangirls, even though they have nothing to do with this week at all. They're just here. The first song, Senpai, was a really good start to the week. Like, it's all upbeat and fun. And then we see that Senpai gets angry in Roses, and he says something very questionable, which I did not really like about that. And now, my favorite part, or least favorite, who knows the favoritism of this part, but the final part, we learn about Spirit. I really like the whole thing that Spirit has with Girlfriend's dad. Remember, Senpai and Spirit are not the same character. Ending off for the week, we have the song Thorns, which is probably one of my favorite songs of this entire week. That's all I have to say about this week.
Okay, I'm back now.
Finally.
Now I'm gonna play the Rickroll again.
Are you Bruh, what is wrong with you?
And coming at number 1 is week 2, Spooky Month. Now, this is where it's at, Chief. Skin and Pump, who are 2 characters from the web series Spooky Month by Pico, sorry if I butchered your name, are just awesome. Like, really awesome. They just give this game a certain charm to it, accompanied with some of the best songs of the game and the spoopy background and atmosphere. You got an ultimate classic here. I also love boyfriend and girlfriend's frightened poses. That's cool. It's like the boyfriend peace hand pose from week 1. It's exclusive to this, and it makes this week special. It's cool. Oh, and we're not even finished. Hell no. Monster also makes an initially scrapped first appearance here too, as the initial left out third song of the week, also titled Monster. Then in a later release it was finally added to the game, and it's so cool and so unique. Like, I can see this being really unexpected on an initial blind playthrough, and that's awesome. This week is really memorable for everything it does right. I really see no problem with this week, to be honest. It's literally the definition of what makes Friday Night Funkin' a great game, and it's the defining week of the entire game. Like I implied, it has everything. Truly great bops, good art and atmospheric environment, memorable antagonists, both original and guests, exclusive touches to make this week a standout. Just everything is here, and that's why this is my number 1 favorite week of Friday Night Funkin'. But we're not done here. We still have the songs to rank. Now this might go a bit quick, since with some of these I honestly don't have a lot to say. They're just songs. So let's go through them. Just like the weeks, this is also from worst to best, and this is my personal opinion. Let's go. Number 21, Boppy Bo. Sounds pretty bland, pretty repetitive, and it reeks of start of the game syndrome. 20, Dad Battle. Just like Boppy Bo, fucking boring. Only reason it's above Boppy Bo is because it at least has a little bit of an exciting tone. 19, Fresh. Somewhat of a step up of the other 2 tracks in week 1 with minor tone changes, but still pretty dull as hell. 18, Eggnog. This track is the tortoise, my fingers are the hair. The joke is that this song is slow as shit. Well, except for the ending fade. That was nice. Coca. This one is also just too slow for my liking. However, though, a few of the decent vocals from Boyfriend help elevate this track above the other week 1 tracks in Eggnog. Philly Nice. Bad interesting. I'm sorry guys, but this one isn't for me personally. It just sounds like a jumbled up mess. However, though, Pico. Good interesting. Yep, now we get into the good shit. I like the whole beat to this one. Satan Panties. It is a beautiful mess. That is the best way to describe it, because I can't describe it in any other way. This was it, Chief. Senpai. When cheeriness and innocence, and anime, gets mocked in an honestly funny and musical way? Spookies. It's pretty unique in sound and memorable for the right reasons. Ugh. The title being in the instrumental and how it's said helps elevate this. Also, this is a fast-paced one, which is epic. Roses. Senpai's Descent to Madness the musical. Only 2 tickets needed for this 4-star track. Thorns. The better sequel to Senpai's Descent to Madness the musical. Still only 2 tickets, however this is for a 4.5-star track instead of a 4-star. Guns. It all just sounds pleasant to the ears and is an experience bringer. Stress. The excitement and action this song brings to the gameplay experience is really enticing and I adore it. Winter Horrorland. The only good track in week 5, and the reason why I think week 5 is better than week 1. The creepy twist on pre-existing Christmas jingles is a nice part of this. It really sounds like this would be something from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Not joking. Monster. Also really good. And creepy. That too. Like, listen to these lyrics. Bland. The instrumental to this one is a treat, and the fast pace that is building up during the track is so tension-biting. Hi, remember when I called Satan Panties a beautiful mess? Take out the word mess, and you got the exact word on how I would describe this one. It's beautiful, both the vocals and instrumental. South. The uplifting tone is a nice touch and helps add in the scary mansion atmosphere of the week. MILF. If South, High, and Bland had a three-way baby, I don't even know if that's an actual thing, and if it is, please don't tell me. I really do not want to know. It's both beautiful sounding, really uplifting and exciting, and a perfect note build up throughout. It's the perfect combination, and that is why MILF is my favorite track in Friday Night Funkin'. I love Friday Night Funkin'. I really do. Ninja Muffin, Phantom Arcade, and everyone else on the team really did a great job with this game that also blew up in recent times. It's a game that has broken grounds, both as a Newgrounds game and the rhythm game genre as a whole. There's also the mysteriously placed lore throughout the game too that helps give this game an identity. And speaking of Newgrounds, this game got me and some others interested in this game website, playing Pico School and Henry Stickmin and all that. Anywho, this game left an impact on the gaming industry in a way, and it's just astounding. Well, that's it for today's video, everybody. I hope you guys did enjoy. The description below contains the download link to Friday Night Funkin' if you want to play this game for yourself and listen to all the songs and play the weeks, as well as that is my Twitter, Instagram, Tyler Extras, the server address to my Minecraft Job Edition server, my FNaF AR username and friend code, my Fall Guys number. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.